Hey guys, so just to let you know, we're just putting this video together for everyone to deal with some of the shortfalls that we realized in our radio systems recently. We did have an issue with our talk around channels not working throughout the town. So due to COVID and all of the stuff going on, we actually aren't able to get everything fixed and sorted out totally yet. So our tactical channel 2 currently is still used by in-services. That's something that we're working towards, but until everyone's allowed to go back to work fully, that's something that we can't deal with right now. So we've put together this video with 3 options of kind of laying out the easiest steps for how to properly and effectively use the radio systems moving forward. Today we just want to talk about some of the clarification on the radio systems. As of recent, we had a bit of confusion with some of them. So we just want to talk about when we go to use portables at a call, when we turn the portable on or we turn the mobile on in the truck, the biggest thing that everyone needs to recognize is that the portable or the mobile automatically connects with one of the towers, either our Churchill tower or our Big Bay Point tower, right? So the idea is we don't get to choose and stuff like that. The idea is that they automatically do all that work for us. Another thing I just want to mention is that a lot of people think that these portables talk directly to each other when we're using tactical channel 1, and they don't. They actually go and they relay to a tower and then back, right? So if this portable wanted to talk to this one here, this person's going to queue up, it's going to go to whatever tower, and it's going to go back to the other person, okay? It does not go portable to portable, right? That's using the talk around. That's a separate thing which we'll talk about in a few minutes, all right? So we've broken it down into 3 options. This is option 1, the one that we're going to use almost all the time. It's just turning on the radios and using tactical channel 1, right? For all of our everyday bread and butter calls, this is what it's going to use. We're going to use the radio. It's going to connect with our Churchill tower, go to verify our dispatch, or it's going to connect with Big Bay Point Tower and then relay to dispatch, okay? The second option that we might have to use, which we'll talk about really thoroughly in a minute, is that some of the considerations that we might need that is if we're in the southwest corner of the town, because there is sometimes an issue with coverage, right? Because we don't have coverage from the Churchill or the Big Bay Point Tower. Any large commercial buildings, right, type 1 or type 2, Canadian Tires, large buildings like that, and then anytime that's requested by the IC. So if that happens, what we're going to do is we're going to turn the mobile repeater on, and we're going to use that to relay the messages. So we're going to go over that next. So option 2. So we want to talk about option 2. This is using the mobile repeater system. All right. It's generally going to be initiated by the incident commander, right? First person on scene in command. What's going to happen is that they're going to ask that the mobile repeater gets turned on. They should announce to all incoming units or people at the scene that everyone needs to switch to channel 4 in their portables. What's going to happen then is that when we send a message out with our portables on channel 4, that's going to transfer to our mobile repeater on the trucks, right? That's in turn automatically going to switch it. It's going to send the message back out on tactical channel 1 to the towers and then to verify dispatch. You'll find that you might hear a bit of an echo in that, and the idea is that it's got to kind of go through 2 radio systems and then send that message out. The mobile repeaters are located on Rescue 2, Rescue 5, and Pump 4. Okay. Big thing when you do that, all the crew members can have the portables on channel 4. They just have to make sure that the mobile repeater's on in the truck if they're going into the area together. Make sure you check your radio use before you enter any of the IDLHs or the structures and stuff like that, right? The idea is don't go in there blindly just assuming that it's going to work. You need to do a proper radio check to make sure that you're covering yourself. If we have a problem with option 2, so option 1 doesn't work, option 2, we can look at option 3. And some of the reasons for that might be we don't have a mobile repeater on scene, right? Truck availability. We're into those type 1 or 2 structures against those heavy concrete walls, right? Large buildings, we just can't get that message out. Or if you're having a transmission problem, right? The idea is we just can't get that message out. We don't know why. It's a lull in the area. Or at the request of the IC, okay? So we'll now discuss option 3, which is probably kind of a bit more complicated, but that'll be the last option. Hey guys, so option 3. So we talked about the reasons for option 3, right? We don't have the mobile repeater on scene, depending on the type of 1 or 2 structures, right? Transmission problems or at the request of the IC. So what's gonna happen here is you're gonna end up using the talk around channel or the R2R channel. What that means is that if someone's in a structure or someone can't get their message out, you're going to take your radio, you're going to turn it all the way to channel 16, and on channel 16, that's going to hit our Churchill tower. That's the most central one within our town. That's when you can send a message out, and hopefully you'll catch a portable. The big thing here is that somebody has to be monitoring on tactical channel 1 for this for this talk around to catch them, right? If they receive that, then they can relay that message to, which is going to go up, hit the tower to Barrie Fire Control or to the unit that you're calling. But the big thing is that this one doesn't have a line of sight to be able to get that message out. It can receive messages from Barrie Fire Control, but it cannot send them out. Okay. If you have an issue where you're in the very north end of town and you still can't get that message out on channel 16, you'll probably have to switch to channel 15. Okay, so you go back one more click, and then that should hit our big point tower, right? Again, the radio, there needs to be someone monitoring that tactical channel 1 to be able to get that. Okay. We know that this could be a big issue. Obviously, if we're having a mayday problem or someone's in trouble, that's something that we're going to be definitely dealing with in the near future, with dealing with our mayday and fireground survival program, and as well as rewriting the policy with that. So, other than that, I think that covers most of the options. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact Train Division or Deputy McCallum with any questions due to the radio system. All right.